I'm glad to have you. We are live and direct from the pandemic. My little private arcade here that's tied into twitch.tv, and it is full of cabinets and lots of fun stuff going on in here. Also, we have a mascot, Egon the Master Chow. Oh my God, he's burning out on him. Michael K. TV. Yes. Yo, Michael K. TV, man, thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate that Prime subscription, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate everybody's support for the show. It really does add up because, as I always try to do, is something new and different every single show. So, this is definitely one of the things that the Twitch subscribers and bits and all those things that go towards the collective. Basically, this is a result of it. So we're now talking about Night Striker. This is a cabinet that is behind me, if you can't miss, and you got it, man. Well reserved. Thank you so much, dude. That's really huge. That's really, really huge. Do appreciate you. So behind me, we ended up getting a Night Striker cabinet. What is Night Striker? Well, Night Striker is a game that is developed by Taito in 1989. 1988-89. It was kind of like Taito's way of taking on Sega with Outrun, but lost like tying in a little bit of their Darius series of games with their in-house band, and then also they spiced it up with the analog controls so that you can do kind of like a Space Harrier style movement. So it's kind of this hybrid game. It's like an Outrun that takes place in the future, and the Outrun car can fly and shoot bullets. So how cool would that be? And sure enough, that's what Night Striker is. The game was very very limited release. I believe the Japanese market, all of Japan, only around 300 total boards and cabinets were released. And that includes sit-down environmentals. There were three cabinet types. There was a large American cabinet that I have, and then there were two environmental cabinets. One that was in the United States, which kind of looks like a Tonka toy. And then there's the Japanese one, which looks like, of course, the best thing ever. And it's like this manga-style spaceship with lights and all sorts of stuff on it. In United States, I don't believe there's more than about 300 or so either. I haven't seen serial numbers above 300 of PCBs, but I seem to always see like around maybe late 100s, middle 200s. So we're going to kick this off with showing off this cabinet, and then we're going to play some Night Striker. Now, I don't have it fully connected to my streaming setup, but we're doing an off-screen stream, but I think it looks okay. Either which way, let's talk about how I got the cabinet. So it arrived a couple days ago, last Thursday, and this was a really very special specimen. I had a gentleman reach out to me from Prince Arcades, and he got me a real good deal, and he's like, hey, I got a Night Striker cabinet. I'm like, yes. Look at the bottom of this thing. No water damage. Only like one of the damn levelers was broken. But it's kind of cool. It's got some candy cab throwbacks, dude. You got these nice casters that are built into the bottom of the cabinet. So it reminds me of like a lot of like kind of candy cabs, and I'll tell you why a little bit later here as we keep going. So we got the thing on. I mean, it fits in like a regular Ford Explorer. It's not a real big cab. It's not a monster woody cabinet, but it's about a good mid-size. It's the right size. It's got a 19-inch monitor. Yeah, and you can see we were just like, this thing's rad, man. He had it all wrapped up, ready to go, just gorgeous. We got it through the door. Got it through the door of the arcade. I was feeling okay about that. Like, you know, it's not as wide as most candy cabs, which is cool. So kind of easy to fit in. This is the PCB. The PCB itself is pretty damn rare. I have serial number 203. So there's not too many of these at all. And this is all original. Everything that's in this is completely original. If you notice this board that it's sitting on, I got some cool stuff to show you with that. This is the reason why we cannot stream tonight, is because the video goes out its own 5-pin connector, and the JAMA is wired completely different. Like, the RGB, there's audio going through the RGB, so I have to build, like, a special harness that sits between here and here, and then I need to capture the audio and video from that JAMA and then pass everything else through. So I already know what I need to do. I've already talked to people that have already streamed this, so I just need to build a harness, and once I'm done building it, I'll be cool. The cabinet on the inside was immaculate. It was very clean. There's no, like, mold, no ridiculousness. It was missing its coin mechs, which I was a little disappointed, but what am I going to do? Previous owner did some work to it. This is Night Striker. So this is a pretty rare Taito Arcade game that I recently acquired last Thursday. Buckwheat. So yes, that's my man Jeremy. He hooked it up, of course, did the whole handshake. It was a beautiful thing. Had to pick the lock. Once I picked the lock, I found a couple coins in there. I found a Chuck E. Cheese token, so maybe this served some time in Chuck E. Cheese there. But I think that's kind of interesting. Texas Foosballer, thank you. I appreciate it, Buckwheat. It is a beautiful cat. Wow, dude, 200 bits. All right, we'll make sure we'll feed the chunk before we get onto the cabinet. But yeah, I wonder if it had some time in Chuck E. Cheese. So I found this kind of crushed up token, but it's in there. And a penny from 1982. So the cool part is it looks like they took the coin mechs right out around 54,000 coin pulls. So who knows how long this cabinet has been around, but it's a real low coin situation in there. It's kind of cool. It's got, like, you know, as soon as you open it, you got like a service button. You got some speaker volumes that. Oh my God, Sig Bjorn! 207 bits, my friend. Wow. Serve some time. This sounds accurate for a poor cab at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Serving time. TJ Katsuna, you know Jeremy's a good guy. Jeremy's my dude, man. Dirty scamps beating on it, hanging off of it, yeah. So I was taking apart the monitor. The monitor is this wonky Hanatrex. And this is the monitor that came with it. This is original you can see July 1989. So if the monitor was built in 89, I'm assuming the cabinet was built towards the end of 1989. But I was digging through this Hanatrex monitor trying to figure it out. It's all screwy. Like, your controls for color, like these are your cutoffs, like these three 47K pots. These are all for red, green, and blue cutoffs, and then they have the side pot. So you have to literally touch the freaking the monitor neck board while the freaking thing is running to make an adjustment. So I had to put on freaking gloves to do it right. It's scary reaching into this monitor doing service on it. It's frightening. Vorpal Anvil with a big juicy follow. Thank you, good friend. All good things were made in the 80s. Absolutely. 89 was a good year. But there it is. It's an MTC 9000. I've done a lot of research on it already. Not a bad monitor. Not horrific. Then I discovered the front of the cabinet has a service access panel, which is really neat. And you could slide the whole PCB and assembly just out and work on it while the cabinet's running. I thought that was just such a neat concept. And it reminds me a lot of candy cabs a little bit. You know what I mean? Kind of like an American, hey, you want to service this thing? Why do you have to pull the whole goddamn cabinet out, take the back off, pull the board out? No, just unlatch the thing through the coin door and boom, slide out the PCB right on a nice wooden slide. It was really sharp. Look at that. Look how nice that is. I fixed that up. So I thought that was a cool idea that I never saw before. At the bottom, there's some joystick adjustments for your analog. So you can tune the joystick. You can get it to center, get it to its dead zone, which is kind of nice. Like, you don't have to reach into the cabinet to find the damn pots. They're right up front to make the adjustments, which is really cool. Because it has a big analog joystick. And then I was just taking a couple pictures of the board, its serial numbers, stuff for desktops and things like that. It is a genuine Night Striker. It's not a conversion. It's the original board that came with the cabinet. And the serial number matches the serial number of the PCB matches the cabinet stickers too, so it's official. This is all original hardware Night Striker, so there really wasn't a lot of molestation to this cabinet, which is incredible. This is what it looks like when you zero in the joystick. There's like you just kind of screw with the pots. You get the stick dead at center, and then you adjust the pots till you get that little X right in the middle of those boxes there, and that's how you tune the stick. There's also another couple things that I found interesting inside the test mode. There's options for lamp and motor. So I understand that the sit-down environmental has 3 lamps, and 2 of the lamps have these little disco balls that spin. And when the game starts up, those disco balls spin behind like an opaque, like side piece, like that matches your peripheral. So it gives it this like, it kind of like, it's like little white dots moving. And then when you get hit, one of the lamps turns red. The whole cabinet flashes red, or it flashes red when a boss is coming. So I'd like to maybe figure out how this works and tie it into the cabinet somehow. So I got some ideas. I just need to find out where the I/O is and what plugs and what it takes to run those. But I found that interesting, and I'm searching for a manual and schematics of how to get that to work. So that's kind of cool stuff. Let's see here. I was trying to find the width adjustment coil. What a pain in the ass. So if you want to adjust the width on the monitor, you have to reach your ass in here in front of this little coil with a long screwdriver to get in there. So you have to reach around the frickin' transformer here and just hopefully you don't shock yourself. So I was like double gloved up, like with the thing live, in a mirror in front of it, trying to adjust this width coil on this stupid monitor. Of course, you use a plastic tool set and some rubberized gloves and ground the shit out of yourself. You don't want to die. Let me tell you guys and gals, don't screw with monitors. Don't screw with CRTs unless you know what you're doing. So I'm still new at it myself. I'm probably about a year and a half in, but man, they still scare me every single time. You have to totally give the machine a reach around. I can see him now. Today is a good day to die. Yeah, no. So, yeah, trying to figure out the width coil, get things going, spinning things around, and then I'm like, okay. After I got that thing sorted, then I'm starting to look at what's also cool. You can see the sticker on the inside of the cabinet matches the original hardware too. So this is the steering assembly, and man, it is a finger trap and a half. I couldn't imagine taking this thing apart. It does look so what I was doing, I was re-greasing certain spots because it was very when I was moving it. So of course I was greasing everything, taking good care of it, getting in on some of those gears, things like that. Put some schmooey in there. Springs are a little loose, so I'm going to try to find some new springs to kind of tighten the stick up. And then looking at the sides, you can see that there were some previous repairs done by either, I don't think these were factory repairs, but it does look like there were some repairs done by somebody before. But, it was cool to kind of dig in and take a look at this. I mean, this is just a nightmare to look at. I thought the outrun steering assembly was bad. This thing is a whole different animal. Like, it's screwy. Like, there's no center spring. There are these springs on the outside, and then there's these little, stop pins, and they yank this spring apart, and then they rest against this center pin. So, and they do that on both sides over here. And these are all in, everything has its own screw, and it's just bonkers. So, eventually, one of these days, I'm going to tackle this stick. I just need to find an exploded diagram and replacement springs. So, I'm hoping I can. For now, it's fine. It's fine. Took the bezel off, took a look at everything from down, below the bezel, kind of went through it, cleaned things up. I found that somebody repaired the monitor, which was good, but it looks like it still needs a little bit more chassis repair. So most likely I'm probably going to yank the monitor and do a full-on repair, send the chassis out and just have it gone through from top to bottom. The good news is there is 0 burn on this original monitor, which is really cool. You know, having a monitor with 0 burn is not bad. Here's another thing I found interesting. The glass, original glass that's on this cabinet, I found that all of them are like this. It's a smoked, darkened glass, kind of similar to the Neo Geo Goldie, where they have that smoked glass that goes on the front of it. It's ridiculous. Geez, I think that the coin token doors were a death trap to clean fix. Let me tell you, Cygrifo, this is way different, man. But yeah, I found this interesting that there was this smoked glass, full panel on there. So I got in there, you bust out the plastic razor blades and the regular razor blades. Just clean it up. Get all the schmooey, the gunk off of it, old paint, you name it. Of course, I cut myself, and as you should always do, when a cabinet cuts you, you own that cabinet. So there we go. There's a little bit of my DNA in the cabinet now, forever and ever, and the next person will get it, will find it hidden behind the motherboard tray if they pull it all the way out. So I'm going to leave that as a little Easter egg of my personal ownership. You get some of my blood there. There you go. There's my literal blood, sweat, and tears into the cabinet. Very true. So then I took down the marquee, and the marquee had a bunch of scrapes and bullshit on it. And it was kind of, it was like, okay, what am I going to do with this thing, right? So what everybody else does. You bust out the Novus. If you don't know about Novus, let me tell you something. Novus is awesome. And you start with 3, you go to 2, and you go to 1, and then you use Rain-X and Windex. Boom. That's all you need. Novus is a glass and plastics polisher. So what it will do is it'll knock out scratches and it'll smooth out all sorts of shit. Novus is amazing. I love Novus. Another thing that I did is I replaced the marquee light with an LED tube. So now we don't have that because usually these what do they call them? Fluorescents. These fluorescents will put a lot of noise into your arcade cabinet, so I love putting the LEDs in there because it cuts down, of course, on the power usage of the cabinet by a good, 30, 40 watts. I mean, it's substantial when you're going from 30, 40, or 60 watts down to 7 with an LED tube. So do that. It's always good to do. Yank out the igniter, the stupid fluorescent igniter there, the starter. And let me tell you, that thing came out so clear. And no more scratches, no bullshit on it. I mean, it's mirror finish now. So that marquee came out really good too. Replaced some screws in the top, of course. Changed out all the incandescents. I got rid of even these stupid little lamps in here. These socket 131s. These are like car lamps. They're like 12-volt car lamps. You put the LED ones in there, you can see the difference, how dark versus bright. They make a big difference. And, look at the difference, how dark this is with incandescent. LED is on the right. Got to do that. Yeah, and the thing was looking and feeling good. So then, of course, working more on the thing, cleaning up the cabling. So I installed, a little cable management. It's like a little plastic cable management screw. It just goes right into the wood. And you could put a zip tie on that. And, so I zip tied all the cables so they're not just kind of hanging out. And I found a remote board for the monitor, which needs a little bit of cleaning, but put that in there. And then I'll show you another thing that I added here. Oh, yes, we added got rid of the lock, took the old lock out, and then put in a nice hand crank keyless lock system so you can just open and close it at your will. Very nice. Let's see here. What else did we do to this thing? Still trying to figure out the damn width coil. Let's see. More pictures. Okay. So, looked at the sides. And the sides, originally, somebody put a bunch of damn... they used, like duct tape to keep the cabinet door closed. They had no screws, I guess. So, I basically took all this off, and I soaked the entire sides of the cabinet in Goo Gone. And I just let it sit. And I used the light Goo Gone. I didn't use the heavy stuff because there's many different grades of Goo Gone. I used the basic goof off, the lightest one, and yeah, I just let the cabinet sit there and cleaned it up, and then I shined it up. No more tape. It's gone. Took it off the sides, cleaned up everything. So now all the goofiness is off of it, all the extra crappy paint. There used to be a bunch of paint scrapes at the top. I took all that out. Boom, gone. So this is after, this is before. So you can see all these paint scrapes here. Like, I went to town on this thing in the last week. Gone. Nice and clean. Took that off. And that was just using the plastic razor blade, and I was using a hairdryer and just like slowly scraping off each little scrape of paint. And then any type of like open wound that I would have, I just filled it in with a black marker just to kind of clean it up. I thought it looks light years better. So the whole sides of the cabinet are almost pristine. The original art on the cabinet, the original paint is just unmolested. Nobody scratched it up. Nobody put stickers and shit all over it. So that was a thing. Real talk for a moment. Have you ever gotten a token back when pressing the reject button from a cab? Yes. You know what's really funny, Cygrifo? I found a quarter in one of the slots when I pulled the I was checking. I forgot to take a picture of the quarter too. I think it was like a 1987 quarter. So the last thing that I had to do is the cabinet wasn't grounded. We busted out a bottle of wine. Really nice. What did I have that night? Because I was like, man, I was up, down, over, and out. I had this really nice 2013 Alamos Red Blend, this Argentinian Mendoza Red Blend. It was a damn good bottle of wine. I got that from my boss. But my bigger problem with the cabinet is it didn't have a third ground plug, so I had to replace the entire plug. You bust out the soldering gun. I mean, you have all the suspects here for doing the replacement and just kind of getting everything looking nice and neat. And once I got all that done, cleaned it up, put it in its lineup, and it's been a happy cabinet ever since. The Chowk's been in there. He's been inspecting it. It's been inspected by the Chowk. He's very happy. Here's another thing that I did, too. So once he was on top of it, I didn't take a picture of it. So one of the things I did, and I didn't take a picture of it. I wish I did. On the inside of the cabinet door, where the PCB sits, I also put some notes. Like I printed up some nice notes, and I have one sitting below this too, this remote board. And it's just nice because then you can open up the remote board, and then you can, without having to find a manual, search a manual, whatever, I just use a label maker. And I have one here also at the bottom of the remote board that shows which one's horizontal, vertical, because you really can't see what's, for adjusting the monitor if you need to adjust the monitor set. Everything is in nice order with this cabinet right now. I'm very happy with the way it's turned out. So I was able to get my convergence. I was able to clean up the sides. The only thing left right now is I need to fix up the control panel. The control panel, it's not worse for wear, but now I got to start thinking about the control panel. Of course, Chowk was on top of the cabinet. I actually put him up there, and he was kind of enjoying himself. But there you go. Night Striker. Need to install Inspected by Chowk sticker. It's cleaning up and getting this stuff operational more fun than actually playing it. You know, Sigbjorn, you're right, man. It's you're completely right. Cygriff, I may have gotten about 5 back in my 35 years of arcade gaming. Tops. Hey, Vorpal Anvil, what's going on, man? Chowk approved. Yeah, it's a very warm cabinet. It does put out a lot of heat. So that's another thing. The PCB puts out a lot of heat, and the monitor puts out a lot of heat. So most likely, I'm probably gonna put some cooling fans in it. I'm gonna probably do the ones like I put in my Blast City. I put in these 120 millimeter cooling fans, and they push about 55. I know it's like 95 CFM each, and they're silent. You don't really hear them. They create a low whir. So I'm probably gonna do that just to get some more air moving in that cabinet and protect that PCB. The PCBs alone on eBay. And for the last 10 years, a PCB of Night Striker is going for, at minimum, I've seen like $1,500 to like $2,000. A lot of people out there just want the PCB, which is ridiculous. And they could care less about the cabinet of all the goddamn things. So what I'm going to try to do is keep it as original as possible, and then also enhance it. Try to find the things that will work with the board, like I said, with the environmental. If I can somehow build in like a bezel that goes around the screen that makes that effect, I want to do that. Maybe even like the warning lights and things like that. So that's what I want to do. Sucker for saying, by the way, meant to ask you before I left for the convention, but didn't have time. Parodius, Super Nintendo, $50. CNC, dude, Parodius SNES? If it's an original copy, why not, man? Buy that shit. Parodius is great. You know the best way, Cygriffo, if you're looking for pricing on retro games, just go to pricecharting.com. I really like this site. I'm a big fan of it. Just go there, and you can probably search it and find it. And then you get a kind of a good aggregate of what it's really worth, loose, boxed, and new. And they kind of go through the eBay stuff and all that, and it's pretty rad, man. It's pretty rad, so. But yeah, that's it. We got Night Striker here, and we're going to play it right now because we just got some bits from people. Sigbjorn, Texas Foosballer. You know what's going to happen. We can't play Night Striker without feed the chonk. We're going to feed the Master Chonk. We're going to feed him. Hang on, we're going to keep you over here this time. Thank you for the bits, my friends. For all that know, if you give me bits, the chonk gets fed. Oh, such a beefy boy. Here, you got to move up on here. I'm going to give you a couple more. Because Sigbjorn gave us a little bit more there. There you go, up here. Oh, there's cat anus. Now there's cat anus. I don't want to pay. I know. You're gonna move your butt. Move your butt. No cat anus on Twitch, please. Ass shot. Yes. Gotcha. Sounds good. You bookmark it. The cart needed some cleaning of the PCB collectors. Connectors look good. Yeah. You know what you got to do if you're gonna be collecting games in the future, man. You got to get yourself a NES bit, like a bit to open up the cartridges. That'll be the world to you. All right. So first things first, we're gonna turn off the Blast City, and we're gonna go to the Night Striker cabinet. So I'm gonna set myself up a chair, and this isn't gonna be perfect. Okay, it's not perfect, so don't completely beat me up. Again, I don't have a full harness for this yet, but when I do get it, it's going to be awesome. So I think I'll use one of these chairs. Let me get this out of the way here. So many chairs. This cabinet is just rad. It's just such a neat black and blue and white cabinet with like purple. It's nuts. It's a very pretty game. Grumpy, what's going on, my man? How you doing? We just fed the chonk. Watching with Tracy. Yeah. What's going on, Tracy? Good to see you. Glad to have you. Getting ready for Night Striker stream. Here we go. Ah, yes. So it's going to be off camera. Let me just make an adjustment, make sure this thing is focused enough. It needs to be focused. Let's see. This has to go. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I thought it was off. That's much more focused there. That looks so much better. Cool. For sure you've got one for your 360 since you've had a laser platement as of late. All right, let's get this going. Let's get this going here. So, it's going to be a little rough for me to read the chat here, so let me pull up Twitch on my phone so I can see what in the hell people are talking about, because I don't want to miss all of your wonderful conversations and information. Or if I can just go to my stream manager. Here we go. That is a good place. Where can I read my chat? Test. Boop. Okay, cool. I can see my chat. Cool. All right. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. We got everything running. I think we're going to be okay. Let's play some Night Striker now that we've fed the chunk. Well, I'll also get some water, too. I need some water. Good old water. All right. First play of Night Striker on stream. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, how this game works is you just have one big old stick, and there's an auto fire, thankfully, and you basically control your your car, your robot car. To clear each stage, you destroy the boss enemy appearing at the end of the stage. Once the stage is cleared, the player chooses the course or direction in which to continue. A shield is destroyed when the player is shot or collides with an enemy or other obstacle. The game ends when the player loses the reserve shields and receives damage. In the final scene, the player's appearance, attacking, and controlling methods change, which is really cool. So it is pretty fascinating. And then it's like, it just plays super neat. So, oh my God, Grumpy! Dude, thank you for those 500 bits, my friend. Wow, we will definitely feed the chunk when we're done with this. Thank you, dude. That's super huge of you. Let me turn this down a bit. Hover car reminds you of Hyperzone on the SNES. Yeah, very similar to Hyperzone. Very much so. Very, very much so. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to find a comfy medium. Yeah, and like I said, you know what's really funny about this control panel? Even the control panel, it's pretty lame. Like, there's nothing on the control panel. It's just like bright blue. So I'll have to show that. I'll have to show pictures of that when I get that figured out. But underrated title for sure. Oh, it totally is. All right, here we go. Do a couple playthroughs of this. This seems a little low, but that's fine. So you can like drive on the ground, which is just awesome. And then you can like get out of the way. Buildings or hit a bridge. It's got that noise from like Darius whenever a boss comes. Hopefully this looks all right on stream. Imagine if you had arcade cabinets now that had similar amount of hardware power as they did at this point. Oh my God, dude, yeah. Something like that was capable with 120 hertz and 8K at full ray tracing without breaking a sweat. Cool, Escape. All right, Kaliko, man, you have yourself a good night, man. Glad to have you. Thanks for stopping by, checking it out. Yeah, Boob, this game's pretty nuts, man. It's a pretty rad game. Like, it's a little bit of Space Harrier, it's a little bit of Outrun, it's got Taito, it's got Zuntata, Taito music, like, how can you go wrong? Shit, ow! Oh, shit. Ouch. Turn this down a hair. Ooh, 1 second. know the audio is not perfect, so I apologize. Oh shit. I just have the microphone mic to the speaker, so. Maybe that'll do. There, it won't be like jammed up against the speaker. Okay, the C is easier than the tunnel, so I'm going to take the tunnel because the tunnel's pretty rough. You get some shield extension. Definitely could see this being a quarter muncher. It's almost like a first-person shmup. It's a very first. It's almost a little bit, yeah. I think this was 89, you know, so. Oh, shit. Yeah, I also have it set to hard with no continues, so I'm trying to, because in its default state, it's kind of easy in its default state, so I'm kind of trying to, oh shit. Ow. Those walls are ass. Oh, fuck. Rockets. Oh, shit. No shields. These things always get me. I always die here. Stupid spiders. Shit. Ah. You just gotta shoot. Just shoot. These things start coming. They're like space dogs. I don't know what the hell they are. Oh my god! Oh no! The audio isn't perfect. It actually sounds like you're standing 4 cabinets away, hearing it on the background. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to like crush your ears today. I apologize. It does not also have ass protection. But you could put ass in there. It's very, very smooth. It's a 60 frame a second game, which is really cool. I don't know if this chair is good for me, but hey, you know what? This will have to do for now. Let's throw another one in there. So your ship will even change, which is cool. Like your ship will change into different stuff in the later levels. So, like, there's like a bike, there's a robot. It's just a really cool game. And I don't know why they put these missile buttons there. Maybe, I guess, like, if the trigger fails or something. But it's interesting because the trigger, you can actually set an auto fire in the board's BIOS for, you can set an auto fire to like 7 shots a second or 10 shots a second. Oh shit, I didn't see that. Get down there. There we go. It's a little cleaner. So hopefully in the future, I'll have a nice streaming harness, and then it will be dedicated to this hardware in this cabinet. And I'm gonna try to do my best to not molest the original hardware, because I really don't want to. It's like, God forbid I mess up already what's in there, and I don't want to. You know, I wanna try to preserve the cabinet to the best of my ability, because there's not a lot of these things, and when you do see them sell, I think the last one I saw sell went for shit, like Captain's Auctions for like $1,700, but most everybody was like, yeah, that's realistic. Oh my god. Oh, shit! Missiles! Oh, that wasn't a shot. Damn it! Oof. I love that water effect. It just looks so cool on a monitor, too. It's that flicker. Oh, shit. Fly through the squares. Oh, no. I got one shield left. So after this, if you guys are going to stick around after this, we're going to be playing another really cool arcade game. And that game will be Dancing Eyes by Namco. Since it is just past Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, I figure we'd play something a little risque. Yo, Cobra Clips, what's going on, man? We'll go to the sky. Dr. Dreads, what's happening? Great halftime show, by the way. I know, that was bad. So for those that are just jumping in here, we're playing Night Striker. This is a new cabinet that I just picked up last Thursday. And I haven't had a chance to wire it up to Twitch yet, like my other arcade cabinets, as I was just saying. So, pardon the off-screen presentation, but ooh, God, it's the best I can do for now. At least we got a nice Logitech Brio to get that 60 frame a second smoothness. Whoa, shit! Cool level too. Like that city. Oh, that was unfair. those choppers were hiding all the bullets. Ooh, the rockets. I love that the sprites. Oh, shit. Shooting rays of bullets. Ooh. Whoa. Shit. Trying to keep that last piece of shield that I got left. Yes. I like it like the old days when you're looking over your shoulder and a guy playing. Wish you get 60 frame a second on your stalker. Dude, what's up with video cards today, man? Or like some of these game consoles, like they're just, you know, hey, we got this brand new game. You could play it in 4K. And then you get it and you load it up and it's like 30 frames a second. You're like, come on, dude. You know that everybody wants that 60 frame a second goodness. Get out of here. You were doing this shit in 1989, man. No excuse. Look at this. Oh, bridge. Shit. I saw the bridge and I was like, oh no. There goes my phone. Oh, God. I don't know how I dodged it while I went to go pick up my phone. Ugh. Hovercraft. Yee! Oh no! I'm down to one chunk of shield. Oh, the rocket are freaking! They zip into you. They're heat seeking. Now. They'll come at you. Oh, you gotta watch for those rockets, man. Playing your PC version of Doom 64 and your super ultra wide 240 frames per second and your RTX 3080. Wow, you must be made of gold. I don't know. I can't get a frickin' video card for the life of me. I got an arcade cabinet cheaper than a video card. For less. No! No! I'm going down. It's not your GPU, it's your old CPU, lack of proper load order. But yeah, the quality of software dev today leaves a lot to be desired. You wanted to build a PC, but inflation of the part shortage is total ass. Dude, I completely agree. You're still using a GTX 770, man. Don't be hating on the 770, man. You had to resort back to a back alley deal. Kill Pit, what's up? There it is. Got my GPU spring 2020 with my we laid you off money. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a bummer, dude. All right, let's roll through this again. Good to see you, Kill Pit. What's going on? Dude, 770 is enough. You know, like, I got a 1080 in my streaming computer right now. We're using a 1080 in here. You know what I mean? And it's enough. Like, you know, as long as you can do 1080, 1080p, like, that's all you need. That's all you need, man. I'm going to stand up this time. I think I did better standing up. This game looks awesome and fun as hell, Sick Jets. Dude, it is. It's just, you know, it's just one of those fun, just throw some quarters in and play it games. Let's see if we can get a little better audio out of this time.
Good luck.
There we go. I'm using like a taped up headset to the top speaker of the cabinet, you know. Thank God for Gaffer's tape. Whoa, we got a follow. I'll check that follow in a second. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to my little channel. Welcome to the Pandemic Cave. Glad to have you. Love blowing up those gas trucks. I think they're like a big bonus down there, too. These tanks can eat it. Hey, Social Gamer, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you. Do a lot of dope stuff around here. We got also a new PCB tonight, too. We can't forget about this. In the next couple of streams I'm going to be having, man, I got some new games that I still haven't played yet. All right, we're gonna yeah, we'll go to the factory. Been looking at a pre-built PC for your living room. Now that you're finally getting a 4K TV, you know what something's going to give you actually the ability to do 4K properly. Custom build is beginning to be an issue to be regularly replacing your Plex server. Oh yeah, you need to get yourself some hardware for that, Bubba. Whoa! We got some bits. Holy crap! I don't know who just did that. I will check that in a second. I'm dodging some factory beams here. Thank you for the bits, my friends. I appreciate the donations to the channel. They help continue the amazing content and help this little channel grow, and I do appreciate you. Oh my God! Yeah, you really gotta like yank on the stick too. Like you gotta really to get going in any direction. Social Gamer, thank you. Thank you. Not only do I get a follow, but the man dropped some bits on me. Wow. Huge thank you, man. 4 quarters, 4 25s. There it is. Kind of reminds me of the branching paths of Outrun and Darius. Right. It's totally Darius Outrun style. Reminds you of the Batman game that's in the city area. Yeah, there is a Batman game, isn't there? An Atari one that you can fly and like you get the balloons. You capture the balloons. All right, get on in here. Get wrecked. So you guys get the idea why I decided to pick this up. Like, I get it. I got candy cabs. You know, I have an Outrun, which is its dedicated thing. You know, I got my Neo Geo, which is dedicated. But this game's very special. It's not just some random Taito game in a big cabinet. It's, you know, it's a limited release, awesome game. Analog controls. Shit. Its board is made of unobtainium. Its parts are unobtainium. And it's a it's a freaking fun game. I'm sure one of these days I'll get tired of it and I'll find it another home, or I'll use it as a bargaining chip for trade or something. Oh, God. I'm losing my audio on my speakers. Jesus. Shit. These spiders can eat it. You know, but for now, it's one of those things I've always wanted to own. I've always, you know, I just want to, I want to make this better. Not only make it like the best cabinet it can be, like I want it to be the best specimen. Shit, I'm getting wrecked. These dogs wreck me. Gosh, shites. Damn. Oh, I just got through there with the skin of my teeth. Did I play this a lot as a kid? You know, I played this, I would say, I played this like 3 or 4 times, but there were not a lot of arcades that had it. And the arcades that did have it, I was just taken away by its awesomeness. Like, I may have run into an arcade maybe like twice with this, if that. But this just was one of those games that you just didn't see too often. And anybody that had it, like, you didn't know what it was. You couldn't remember the name of the damn game. I couldn't remember the name of the game for years. Oh, those missiles are coming. Shit. I was trying to think. I was like, and I was telling people, like, I was playing this flying Outrun game, and it's like Outrun, but it's not, and you get to blow stuff up, and nobody knew what it was for I would say at least a good 10 to 15 years before I finally like rediscovered it on Saturn. And I was like, oh shit, this is the game. This is the name of the game. And Night Striker. And it wasn't as what I remembered it being. Like I remembered it being smoother. Oh shit. The sprite scaling is beyond super smooth in this. All right, we'll do one more. I think we'll call it quits. Again, I don't have the continues turned on because the continues I feel like ruin the game completely. You know, like I kind of want to just get through it on 1/4, and I have it set on its ultra hard settings too. All right, let's roll through one more time. This game's too cool. See if we can get to the end. Those those stupid tunnel things that jump around with the spiders, man, they get me all the time. I do find it interesting, though. They added, there's these buttons down here. And it mentions in the instruction on the bezel that, like, it's supposed to be a guided missile somehow. And I'm trying to figure out how that mechanism works. Because I guess you can shoot a guided beam ball? So I'm kind of wondering, like, what that's all about. Let's see if I use the button in conjunction with attacking, and maybe I can... Whoa, man, I just missed that bridge. Woo, shit. Hold while maybe pulling the trigger. No, it only gives you like a single shot when you shoot. It seems to do better like when I'm hammering on it and I'm using the trigger at the same time. Yeah, piss off, Chopper. Because you get a single shot, but if you hold it down, it doesn't do anything else. If I hold the trigger down, I get auto-fire. So it makes me wonder if this is more powerful. I don't know if it is, but I guess we'll find out. You love those moments? It's like having a meal you can't remember the name of, you haven't eaten in years, you randomly see it again, and it's just as good as ever. Oh man, if you could have this in your basement, you'd live on it. Oh man, yeah, it's such a cool game. And also the cabinet itself is just majestic as fuck. It's black. You know, it's just black. It's with those blue lines, and it's got this dark marquee, and it just, you know, the smoked glass. So it's just like it's a nighttime cabinet. So I've been thinking of, like, when I replace the CP, because I got to totally do the CP again. I'd like to maybe put some day glow teal, some black light, reactive day glow vinyl on the CP, and then put some LED black lights inside the top, so it like shines, kind of gives it that Tron look. It really looks like a Tron cabinet. Oh shit! Taking hits. There it is. We're doing well. The cab font gives it a mature anime vibes, very much so. You know what's funny? We're gonna go. I don't know. I don't want to do the tunnel. The tunnel is deadly. Yeah, I was thinking of, like, you know, because it's got this. It just looks futuristic. Like, the whole cab just looks great. There's a guy that sells a nice bezel, like a screen bezel, I'm going to check out. And it's like a laminated bezel. So on eBay, I have to get him measurements. And it's really nice. Because the bezel that's behind the glass, it's pretty beat up. And I want to do a scan of the... so I'm going to take the bezel out. And I'm going to scan the instructions. And I'm going to take the bezel I find on eBay with the laminate, which matches the side art of the cabinet. And I'm going to probably replace it and have the nice instructions that I'll print on professional printers at work and have them laminated as well. I think that'll look super nice. Again, I would like to find out what the lighting does, because I know there's lighting controls for the sit-down version of this. Oh, shit. It's rockets. So maybe I can build in, if I can figure out the schematics for that and what I need to do, maybe I can output, like, have the arcade board control the lighting, because there's features for that in the test mode that you can set with dip switches. Like right now, where it says warning, 2 red lights go off, and those red lights, like, you know, like they announce the boss. Or they flash when you get hit. Like, maybe I can put them somewhere, like, behind the bezel or something, or maybe behind the cabinet and they light up really bright or something. Oh, shit. Or gives it, like, an environmental effect. God damn it. No, I can't have this. Sea snakes. Oh, we got that guy. Oh, come on. How many freaking rockets did you shoot at me? Oh, I missed the boss. I didn't kill it. So I didn't get the bonus. I got no shield bonus. Looks like we're going to the suburbs. Hey, Mad Stalker, what's up, man? Yes, I did get the PCBs, man. In fact, we're playing Zexys tonight. Zexys? Konami Zexys? It's a really cool shoot 'em up. We're going to do it after Dancing Eyes tonight. Dancing Eyes is next. Checking out this sweet... Woof! Oh, my God. Flying cars. Woo! Woo! Blow up those trees. Blow up those street lamps. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, what's with those dudes? It's like fireworks in the... What the hell? Look at that background. It's like very Blade Runner. Ah. Blow these up. No, you can't. All right, we're getting a lot further than we were before. Here's this boss. It's a truck, and he just dumps rockets at you. My microphone keeps cutting out for whatever reason. think my battery's probably going dead. Oh, no. Woo! 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 Let's see if we can make it. Can we make it? We did it! Oh, my God. We did it. Hopefully we get a shield bonus here. We get no shield bonus. No. Oh, no. It's over. You can wire in some car brake lights. Yeah. Taito made a second scalar game called Vertexer. It got canceled shortly before release. No shit. I believe it. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm reading the chat. Shield is breaking up. So is my I need to get new batteries for my headset. It'll be a good time for a break. And a bio break. Whoa! 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 Yeah! No! What a freaking awesome game. Night Striker by Taito. What more do I need to say? It's a magical title. It's a magical title. When I was offered this, I couldn't turn it away. I jumped for the price I was given. I basically just said, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. I'll take it now. How fast can I give you money? Just give it to me. Bring it to my house. I want it. And we got it here. It's here. So yeah, we're gonna turn this down here. But there you go, Night Striker. You've seen it. You know what it looks like. It's lots of fun. It's just such a freaking cool game. One of those titles that like I couldn't say no to. So, full disclosure, I got a deal and a half on this thing, and it was one of those like I just couldn't turn it away. I couldn't turn it away, and that's all I gotta say. It's like, you know, sometimes when it's like you got somebody that is like, I know he knew I wanted it. You know, I've done a lot of good stuff in the past with Prince Arcades and things like that, and Jeremy gave me a hell of a great deal. Hand delivered it. We had a lot of good chat together. You know, I run a feature. For those that don't know, I run a feature cabinet. And don't fall. I run a feature cabinet at Prince Arcades in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And that cabinet, I always have a bunch of. I bring PCBs each month, and what we do is I share them. You know, with these, I share these PCBs with that arcade, and it's kind of a nice partnership. People get a chance to play something different and rare each month. I also try to look at Galloping Ghost and seeing what they have, because I have a lot of stuff they don't have, which is another huge arcade near me. And yeah, so I'm always doing something cool at that arcade, and Jeremy, who runs that place, is super great. So if you've never been there, check it out. Prince Arcades, Bolingbrook, Illinois. Run by a real good man, Jeremy Fox. You check that place out. Super great.